The Mario Bros. Red and Green, Hero and Sidekick. I was extremely disappointed how Luigi in Brawl was made less like his brother. That is completely untrue to the series. Luigi is supposed to reside in Mario's shadow. So in Kotesto, I would make Luigi and Mario more parallel to each other. Okay, so for their entrance, Mario soars down onto the stage with lice and finesse, the same way he landed on the planets in Super Mario Galaxy. Luigi will get a reference to Luigi's Mansion, as he frightfully runs out of a haunted door which collapses around him, Buster Keaton style. As for the costume, Mario's black costume becomes a special flight suit from Galaxy. Both Mario and Luigi receive their ice costumes for their blue palette swaps. And as a bonus, Mario receives a Dr. Mario costume change in the colors of white, pink, and green only. Luigi receives a Mr. L costume switch in the colors of black, dark blue, and gold only. Doctor versus Mr. It looks like Mario one-upped Luigi again. But wait, there's more. Mario has the taunt, which changes dependent on his costume. He will transform using one of the following power-ups. Representing New Super Mario Bros., Red Propeller, Blue Penguin. Representing Super Mario Galaxy, Green Boo, Yellow Bee. Representing more classic power-ups, Pink Doctor, Raccoon, and the Green Doctor, a frog.
Keep in mind that Dr. Mario shoots fireballs, not pills.
Speaking of which, onto the movesets. It's a common notion. Mario should fire 2 fireballs at a time, 1 from each hand. That being said, he can only have out 3 fireballs. Mario can slightly charge up the second fireball, throwing it overhand to increase the flames and speed. I wouldn't make Mario's fireballs move any further or faster other than that. Luigi only shoots 1 fireball. They disappear quickly but move far. There is a bit more of a delay, but if you press B button, again right when he launches the fireball, Luigi will drive his whole body towards his extended arm. This will increase the speed and knockback. You can compare the relationship between the fireball's effects with the relationship between PK fires. Mario would be Ness, and Luigi's would be Lucas. A new move is Shell. Mario has a red shell with wings, and Luigi has a green one, with no wings. Mario performs his moves by kicking the shell diagonally in the air. The shell will start off moving very fast, but then it'll weakly flutter trying to home in on the opponent. You can only have 1 shell at a time, so launch it to distract your opponent, and then go for some melee damage, and possibly a meteor smash if you're in that situation. Luigi's shell does not appear in front of him, it appears right beneath him. It is your job to try and balance the shell as you teeter back and forth. It's quite a challenge, and failure after a couple seconds is inevitable. Luigi will end up tripping but launching the shell in either direction. The longer you stayed on the shell, the faster it will go. The faster it goes, the more powerful it hits the opponent. If the shell is at a slower pace, it will trip the opponent instead of launching them. This is usually the result, making this move a trip for a trip. Press shield when hitting the floor to make you recover from your fall faster. You'll need to master this technique for the times when your opponent dodges. The next move is the Tornado Spin. When Mario performs it, he does a single rapid spin. Tap the B button during the spin to keep it going. You can do this up to 3 times, for a total of 4 spins. Each time your vertical ascent is in the air, and your knockback increases. The knockback is set, meaning your opponent's damage does not affect it. When used on the ground, only the 4th spin has a vertical ascent. It is quite a large one. Aluma might make a rare appearance for this. After the 2nd and 3rd spin, the player has 2 more options. If you hold forward, Mario will begin to glide. Mario cannot glide otherwise. His gliding ability is good, but not as good as Meta Knight and Pit. If you hold downward, Mario will do a stomp attack as performed in Super Mario Galaxy. It doesn't home in on anything though. Then you have Luigi Spin. The only change is that at the end Luigi releases a small gust.
Clearly this technique, especially when compared to Mario's, is absolutely boring.
Now for the cape. I think it's unfair that Mario gets to use his cape while Luigi does not. So let's talk about Mario's first. Some people want to have him use a spin while using his cape. I vote otherwise. 1. Having Mario use the cape as it is now makes him seem more heroic. And 2. With the standard attacks in the Luma spin, Mario seems to be using spinning enough in this moveset. The move just works better as a snappy reflective move. That's 3. It's also great in melee combat. Luigi, however, can use the cape more traditionally. He simply holds the cape on his back and pops up. He can do this repeatedly for a recovery similar to Jigglypuff's Pound. That being said, it's not very effective since the move cannot be executed as rapidly. After using the attack, Luigi begins to tip over similarly to the Super Jump Punch, only forward instead of backward. If you don't execute the move before he fully tips over, Luigi will fall into a helpless state. If you try to execute it right after another, however, the move will somewhat fail, so proper timing is needed. The cape deflects items and turns opponents around too, but this is mainly as a security item. Using the cape's power is for skilled players only. If you use it while on the ground, Luigi will simply flop on the floor and then get back up. The cape won't face forward. Luigi can, however, charge this move. If you do, instead of a short pop forward, Luigi will launch himself potentially halfway across a large stage with a fiery head. An explosion occurs at Luigi's feet. Luigi will leave behind a trail of green smoke. The smoke does nothing, and no, he isn't farting, it's just there. Yeah. The chances of explosion being huge are slim, but they increase if you charge the move up fully.
So there you have it. Rightfully, both Mario and Luigi uses fireball, shells, spins, and a cape. This is where they get a little different, however. But don't worry, not too much. I'm gonna keep them pretty much the same. Mario has Flood, which means Luigi should get Kotesto.
Now, because it goes differently from here on, I'll do a second video that will finish their movesets for both Mario and Luigi. I will also do this for the Star Fox characters. So in the meantime, I have a lot more videos that you might want to watch. Please, check them out.